Hello brothers and sisters. Are you looking for an easy way to get into cryptocurrency? Are you wondering which tokens you should buy and which ones you shouldn't? Or you just want to know more about the subject of cryptocurrencies and blockchain in general? Then look no further, because here at Crypto Livin', we give you daily updates of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency news, trading tips, tutorials, and signals, market analysis, ICO and token reviews, and all sorts of tutorials. We also do live streams where we answer your questions. We also like to give away cryptocurrencies to get people started. So come on over, check out our channel, hit that bell, and get on the notification squad. We'll see you on our next video. Good luck. Okay guys, what is up? So, a couple interesting things going on today. Yesterday we were talking about Coinbase and the insider trading probe, as well as a couple other things, including the Ethereum fog fork. The Ethereum fog fork, as well as some other things like Bitcoin Cash going to $9,500 briefly, and on most other exchanges it maintained around $4,000. So it about doubled overnight. So you know, when any coin goes on Coinbase, it's a good time to be in that cryptocurrency, because you know it's going to at least double. So Ripple is having a rise today because there's some news that Ripple might be going on Coinbase as well as Monero and one other coin. So definitely, I bought some Ripple yesterday, and now it's above $1. Neo's doing well today, and some other coins. We're going to look into that. But there's some updates on the whole Coinbase story, and we'll go through that now. First, I just want to mention, you know, for people that are just getting into Bitcoin, it is dropping, but this is a healthy drop. There's nothing to be afraid of. Don't sell all your Bitcoin, especially lower than you bought it at. Just hold it, and things, you know, when we have these corrections, it preps things for Bitcoin to go higher. So it's actually a good thing, and that's what this Steemit article's going over. It was about an hour or two ago, this update, basically saying corrections are healthy, right? Here's the support line, 15,500. So as long as we don't go below there, you know, we should be ready to go back up soon. And if we do go below there, then that's a good opportunity to buy cheap. So, you know, sometimes you just need confirmation, because you start to doubt whether you should be still holding. You know, it could go down more, but yeah, I say just hold. So Bitcoin Cash falls below 4,000 after leading exchange restarts trading. Basically just updating that yes, Coinbase has restarted trading, but they wiped their charts, and some people are angry about that. Actually, there's a lot of drama going on Twitter, and we'll look into that in a second. So Coinbase may have given away its own Bitcoin Cash surprise. What a surprise. So the probe, the investigation, This is an update in that saying, you know, that it probably was them. With all these social media sites and everything like that, it's not hard to figure out who said what and when. So all you have to do is look at, you know, all these people's social media that worked there, and it's pretty easy to find out who said what before the news was actually released, because they're trying to keep it a secret, and no employees were allowed to trade on this news, knowing that it was going to be launched. So the price spiked before it was launched, you know, telling most likely someone leaked the news. The significant volatility, so the huge spike in price, led Coinbase to freeze transactions for its new asset. It only lasted about 2 minutes, the trading. Reporting myself to SEC for looking at the Coinbase API 3 days before Bitcoin Cash launch. It's not about winning, it's about doing the right thing. A little spoofy, I don't know who that is, but... So this is, I guess, them saying... I don't know. But they did say that they were going to release 3 coins, one of them being Bitcoin Cash, but nobody knew when, right? So, yeah, I'm not going to go too much into that article, but that's what people are feeling, I guess, that it was Coinbase that leaked the news. Cryptocurrencies are still a wild west after exchanges' rocky rollout of trading a new coin. Another update. And then here we have Twitter, where you can see what people are really feeling and thinking about this. So, things are about to get real. Roger Ver, Coinbase, GDAX, all documented and submitted. Your 2018 forecast is looking bad. And we have that open right here. Let's see what she's talking about. If your complaint does not fit in any of the categories above, please describe below. So this is tips, complaints, and referrals for the Exchange Commission, Securities Exchange Commission, SEC, which does the investigations into this sort of thing. Provide additional details about your complaint. So this is a filed complaint. Coinbase is an exchange with cryptocurrency. They have released a coin called Bitcoin Cash without warning to the public. At first, they told customers Bitcoin Cash would be able to be withdrawn in January 2018. It is not January 2018. Soon after the surprise listing of this coin, Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin, plummeted nearly 20%. So people, you know, that support Bitcoin are angry because this seems like a manipulated effort to rise Bitcoin Cash and drop Bitcoin's price. And I totally see that. That's what's been going on with Bitcoin Cash. This is a problem because the hours leading up to the listing on the exchange, Bitcoin Cash had a rally going. Nobody was aware of the reason behind this, and now we know. Inside trading must have been a key factor in this. This is more than insider trading. This is manipulation. So you can look at this and read the rest yourself. We don't have a lot of time today to stay on this stuff, but did you suffer a loss? Yes. When did you become aware? When did the alleged conduct begin? Is the alleged conduct ongoing? Has the individual acknowledged the alleged conduct? So I think this is good, healthy, because Bitcoin Cash has been getting away with a lot of this, this stuff. But you know, people want this stuff to be not decentralized, not controlled, and then once the price of Bitcoin drops, they want to control. They want, you know, authorities to step in and help control it. So I think it's a free game, fair game. But if you look at some, you know, insider trading, definitely there's insider trading going on in cryptocurrencies. Definitely. and it's not getting addressed. So here's an article about Uncle Sam's surprise, a tax reform to impact crypto investors. So this was a recent tax reform. The U.S. tax code is on the brink of its largest overhaul in 3 decades. So, see if we can find the main paragraph here where it explains it. So it includes President Donald Trump and the majority of Republicans on Capitol Hill argue the goal is to make paying Uncle Sam far less tutorous of a process for everyone. With blockchain, we could all be, connected to the blockchain and all of our data going on there, and we really wouldn't have to file taxes because the blockchain would be filing it for us. So this is where I see things going, where the blockchain, automatically takes all your financial data, and that's used by, the IRS here in Canada, the Canadian Revenue Agency, to see how much you've made. This might be a move towards, something like that. With a more simplified tax code, individuals will be able to navigate the challenges that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies face with more ease. Yet the final bill will almost certainly do away with crypto-friendly maneuver, deferring capital gains taxes on property by swapping one asset for a similar asset via so-called 1031 like-kind exchange. And we need to figure out ways to get around this capital gains taxes. At least I do with cryptocurrency, because most of my my gains would be capital gains taxes because I invested. If you mine Bitcoin or you accept it for your business, you shouldn't have to pay 25% or capital gains taxes. So that's one way of getting around it, but there's other ways as well. Monero can play a big part in that, in getting around these taxes. But you got to be careful because it is against the law, money laundering and things like that. So is it really worth it to have the rest of your crypto confiscated and go to jail? These are things you got to consider, especially if you don't know what you're doing. It might be worth just paying the taxes and then learning a little bit more about how to get around taxes for next year. But if Bitcoin gets a pass, Zaraliga contends several initial coin offering issuers who have designed their tokens as securities, plus the issuers the SEC continues to go after will fall under the FIFO umbrella. You can have tokens that have enough qualities of a security to be treated as a security for tax purposes. Silver lining, it's not certain that the provision will be in the final bill signed into the law. I think there has been a recent law passed. We'll keep our eye open for that, because this is looking like an article about the proposed bill. If you sell Bitcoin in 2018, you're going to be treated as selling the first one that you bought, Calvin said. So take it off the exchange, hold it directly, and when you want to sell one, you can deliver the one you want to sell. So it applies account by account, meaning that if the oldest Bitcoins an individual owns are stored in a separate account from the Bitcoins they want to sell, or better yet, outside of an exchange account altogether, the rules does not apply. So maybe this is a loophole there to look into. And a lot of exchanges make you upload your ID and have all sorts of identification, so they know how much money people have. And then the government's been doing court cases with these exchanges to get that data, and they've won. Like Coinbase just had to hand over their data, but it's mostly for people that have over $20,000 on the exchange. And And there are some exchanges and mainly wallets where you don't have to attach ID. So that might be something to look into as well. If you hold just a offline wallet, most wallets, you know, they don't have to have any sort of identity. They're pretty much anonymous. So this article we're about to read is from CoinDesk. So a U.S. think tank finds rising Bitcoin price linked to terrorist activities, terrorist interest. So linking Bitcoin's price rise to terrorist use. And, you know, this is to be expected. This is how the government's going to attack Bitcoin. You can expect much more of this kind of stuff, news, where, you know, they try to demonize Bitcoin. It's the only way they can get more tracking and anti-money laundering and actually get their tax dollars at the end of the day. So groups affiliated with Islamic extremists are showing an increased willingness to raise funds with Bitcoin, according to U.S. National Security Advisor. Well, cash is actually the best way to raise funds for anything illegal because Bitcoin's on a public ledger and it's there forever. So really, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are not the best thing to use for this. So, you know, if people really knew and understood the technology, they would understand this. But most people don't, so they're easily, you know, their perceptions easily changed by this type of news. After more than a year without identifying a single instance of a group associated with terrorism publicly using Bitcoin to solicit donations. After more than a year without identifying a single instance, right? So all of a sudden, you know, maybe we had to create this instance or, you know, pretend like it was going on because there's just no real terrorists that we could find using it. The Foundation for Defense of Democracies with I'm not saying this actually didn't happen. It could have happened. I'm just saying it would be pretty convenient for them, you know, to create this and say it happened. Advises both public and private entities on matters relating to national security. Has identified 4 cases in less than a month. So over a year with no cases, and then all of a sudden here, getting close to, you know, tax season, we have over 4 cases identified in less than a month. That seems pretty fishy to me alone. The jump in instances of terrorist organizations fundraising with Bitcoin began early last month, just as the price of Bitcoin first passed the $10,000 milestone, according to new findings. We know that a lot of research and you know, papers can be forged, manipulated to you know, have certain agendas reached, but so here in Canada, once Bitcoin passed that $17,000 mark, that huge spike, 17,000 US is actually about 22,000 Canadian. So it passed 20,000 Canadian, and then all of our banks stopped dealing with exchanges turning cash into Bitcoin, right? So automatically, just in the spike in price, before they even investigated anything, you know, or found any terrorist activity, they were already, you know, expecting that there was illegal activity going on, you know, just because of the spike in price. And, you know, the spike in price is bad for the system. So it's convenient that, you know, this huge spike in price then triggers them trying to stop, you know, or control Bitcoin a little bit more. So it's a good thing for us when the price rises, but it's a bad thing for them. If you care about cryptocurrency gaining adoption, you can't close your eyes to elect actors trying to use it. If they're going to use it, we need to look at this as a society and a government to understand what it means. Most interesting, though, may be a rather than any cloak and dagger investigative techniques, and instead gathered his intelligence from online websites. Wow. Specifically, the information was pulled directly from propaganda sites for both extremist group and Al-Qaeda and its rival, Islamic State. So, word of mouth is where this is coming from. I could create an Al-Qaeda website and put on there that we're using Bitcoin if I was a regulator to get my, my goal met of regulating. So, I don't know. You can take this with what you will, but just, I say just be aware that these things, more of this is coming, so try to question it when it does come and look into the sources and see if it's where it's coming from, this information. So here's CoinMarketCap. It's about all the news for today, so we'll look at some cryptocurrency prices here. Also, we have, I mentioned this yesterday, but I think this is a very promising token here, simple token. And you can get simple token on Binance. It's on its first exchange, and it's very cheap. So this token is used for any companies, businesses that want to create their own token to be used within their business. This makes it very simple to do that. And it's on Binance. There's a link in the description for Binance if you want to get on there. It's a great exchange. A lot of these good tokens that we talk about are on Binance. And then here we have our biggest gainers and losers. So, KE coin, about 1,000%. It's dropped a little bit since I was looking here. And then we also had Oxfina that was in second place, but now it's moved. It's interesting how some of these small market cap coins can change, they're so volatile. You look at them 1 minute and look back 10 minutes later and, one coin was number 2 and now it's not even on the biggest gainers. Ripple's on here. So Ripple's above $1, and I was just buying some yesterday, looking at the price and saying, this is going to be above $1 like before we know it. Ripple, and it's there. So Ripple's still good to buy because of the Coinbase listing that's probably going to happen. Bitcoin Cash is below 4,000. Ethereum 800. Bitcoin is dropping, but good time to buy. Hopefully it goes down even further and I can buy some more. Dash 1,500. NEM's almost above $1 now, so you should probably buy some NEM if you're looking for a coin to buy too. Monero is doing well. EOS is above $10. Neo, $70. Qtum's at $61. Wow. This coin was just $12. Wish I would have bought more. I think I only have like 2 Qtum. And then Omisi Go, $16. It just took a long time to get here. I bought, I think I bought 250 Omisi Go when it was $8. But then I had to sell some, so now I don't really have a lot. I wish I would have held on to those ones, but really the hardest part in trading cryptocurrencies is holding them, not selling. Not trading is the hardest part of trading. And then next coin's above $1. Also a good token, good cheap token to buy. Steem is doing well. Almost at $4. So, myself, I'm going to buy some I'm going to buy some Byte Ball Bytes, some Electronium, Pivx, and more EOS. My doctor actually gave me money to buy her crypto last night. So that's pretty interesting. So I have, you know, 2 people to buy cryptocurrency for right now. And so I got to pick some, you know, some of the best coins that will be gaining here in the next month or 2. So I'll let you know what I pick. But with that being said, I'm out for today. We'll see you guys later. Peace.